occasionally. Hi there, it's Rosbot here from Tracing Ancestors in the UK. I just thought I'd have a quick chat about some of the problems that people can fall into when they start tracing ancestry from scratch when they haven't any experience. Well, a lot of people have rushed into tracing ancestry online because it's become very, very popular in recent years because of programs such as Who Do You Think You Are, and also the better accessibility to the records that the internet has provided. Well, that's all well and good, but that greater accessibility has to some extent created some problems as well that some people new to genealogy will fall into unknowingly. These include things like variations in name spellings, making assumption if the name isn't spelt right that it's not the right person. Well, there were no standardised spellings for surnames up until fairly recently, and because many people were illiterate right up until at least the middle 19th century, most records, even after that, have been written down by other people, officials, who have been given the name verbally. So people have written down the name as they've heard it. So name variations are very, very common. And they can be transcribed in error as well. And that's another thing. There are many, many errors, not only in the original records, but also in transcriptions, because sometimes the original records can be difficult to read. And therefore also in the indexes when you go on to websites like Ancestry.co.uk or Find My Past, you're using online indexes that have been created, and there can be errors in those indexes, which means that the record you're looking for might not come up. There are ways of getting around this. I'll talk about that in a minute. But also, for many people just starting out in doing genealogy, there's a misunderstanding of how records should be looked at. Now, professional historians and professional genealogists who have learned how to use historical records will know that one should never make assumptions based on flimsy evidence, and we need to back up every single piece of evidence and check all our records against other records before we are sure that we have the right person, the right line, etc. And other problems are not understanding the sources that you're looking at, and some simple facts about not every record is available online, not every parish register is available online, and if you don't understand those things, then you can very, very easily end up either hitting a brick wall and not being able to get further, or worse, following the wrong line. And I think that happens quite a lot these days. You see these published trees on Ancestry that are very, very flimsy and cannot be backed up at all. The problem is when people come along, see someone on one of those trees and that's their ancestor and copies the tree. So these are many problems that are faced by people just starting ancestry. And to try and alleviate some of those problems and try and address some of those problems is why I created my beginners course in genealogy. It's for people tracing ancestors in the UK, and it addresses all of those problems I have just mentioned and takes you step by step through the proper process of starting to trace your ancestors from scratch. And the link to that course is underneath this video. And I have also just released, for those of you who are a little bit more experienced in ancestry tracing and maybe have traced back quite a few lines back, a few generations, and are looking for other sources, then I have also just published my course in researching wills and probate in the UK. So if you're just starting, or if you've already got some done some research and want to go a bit further, then do have a look at my links, and also look out for more videos where I'll be talking about other sources and other things on the subject of genealogy. Do let me know if there's anything you would like me to discuss. Cheers for now. Bye.